Welcome to Amber Escapes. In this video, I'm going to show you how I cut up a huge king-size duvet cover in under 30 minutes. So not on video is step one, which is actually vacuum or sweep your floor to make sure that it is not dirty or anything and you're not getting dog hair on your mask material. I recommend actually turning your duvet cover inside out because when you go to sew everything up, you'll want your right sides together. So once you have everything inside out and laid out nicely, what I do is I cut off that very first seam at the top, and then once that seam is off, I will measure 9 inches and 18 inches and make a mark every foot or so. You can space it closer if you'd like. It's just kind of personal preference how quickly you can, go through that fabric there and know where your mark is and just cut a straight line. So I can go about a foot, but you can go closer if you'd like. So here at the end, fun fact, most duvet covers have buttons or something on the end, and you can take those off to make like the ear savers for your masks. The end gets kind of tricky. It's where like all the fabric starts bunching up. So you'll see I kind of struggle and have to start from the other end of the duvet cover to actually get it to work for me. But I did cut it kind of big on this bottom part just because I knew I was going to struggle that way. I can always trim it a little later. The biggest part right now is just getting it into a manageable size. So once you have your 9-inch strips cut, you can go ahead and make them into 6-inch pieces cut at 6 inches. So then your masks are now 6 by 9 inches. Also, when you're cutting down into 6-inch pieces, make sure you start at the side that has the seam and trim that first. That way, when you get to the end, if there's a fold on there, you're able to actually use that piece too. As you can see, I had to flip it, cut it 3 inches, and that equals 6. Here I have a standard sham that I am cutting the edges off. I'm cutting right where the seam is, where they stitched in. That way the center is just all straight fabric and I don't have to work around any kind of stitching or anything once I start cutting it into 6 by 9 squares. So once I'm done cutting all of the edges off, I'll measure it just to make sure I can get the most out of it. I believe this was around about 22 by 25 inches. So I cut the 9s first and then I go to the 6s again. That first part that I cut off, I'm actually saving for bias tape as well. So save all your scraps for bias tape if you need it. If you want to see more of what I do, hit that like and subscribe button, and thanks for watching.